Hey guys, welcome back to the next part of the Sonic Forces tutorial. In this video we're going to be going over Stage 5, which is the first boss battle of the game versus Zavok, so let's get into it. So this fight is very cycle based. As long as you hit all of the cycles, you should always get a time beneath 2 minutes at the very least. So when you start off, you want to go over here, right to the left. So you see these circles of rings that spawn, buzz bombers will appear in them. What you want to do for this first one is you want to jump as soon as the buzz bomber appears, and then you'll homing attack into the other two. Basically, you want to kill the buzz bombers as fast as possible because Zavok won't come back to the battlefield until the buzz bombers are destroyed. So I wait for it to appear, I jump, then I homing attack the other two. And for his attacks, you don't need to do anything other than avoid them right here. So just walk around that. And then when this buzz bombers appear, just go up here and just walk around in a circle. No big deal. Alright, so when Zavok actually appears and you can hit him, so the shadow will appear, and what you want to do is just go away from the shadow as soon as he stops. Alright. So he's going to come down onto the floor, right? So a common mistake people can make sometimes is that they jump as soon as he comes down to the floor. That might seem weird, but you're actually supposed to stay still on the ground as soon as he slams down onto the floor. Then you'll get launched up, and then you have to homing attack him 3 times before you can do any damage. So just mash the homing attack as soon as you get into the air. And then you're going to repeat the same thing. So as soon as the circle of rings appears, go to the top left, wait for the buzz bomber to appear, do a jump, and then homing attack the other two. Now, if you jump on the buzz bomber but it doesn't get destroyed, you might have to wait a second or two longer. You shouldn't just jump as soon as the buzz bomber appears. Like, it appears and then boom, jump. You shouldn't do that. You have to wait around a second or two because the collision for it doesn't actually appear until a second or two after it spawns. Alright, so just like before, after that you just avoid his attacks. Just go in the top left here. And then wait for him to slam down and then just mash the homing attack. So for the second phase, when he makes the battlefield a little smaller, obviously you just want to make sure you don't fall off. But besides that, there's not going to be any more of those buzz bombers in rings phases. You just have to avoid his attacks, and then when he comes slamming down onto the ground, you just, you hit him. Something to keep in mind, though, is that you don't want to push Zavok all the way down to the edge, because if you do that, there's a good chance that you'll end up falling to your death after you finish homing attacking him. So you just want to watch out for that. So instead, I'm going to do it up here. That's good. There we go. Smash the homing attack again. And I was one more hit. And then that cycle will just repeat. And that was the last hit. So, just like before, I'm going to go through this stage and explain everything as I go, so let's take a look at that. So as soon as the fight starts, I'm going to go to the left side of the battlefield where one of the buzz bombers spawns, and I'm going to wait around a second before jumping onto it, so that the collision is active, and then I'm going to homing attack to the other two. Just like that, that was perfect. And then for these next two laser and then buzz bomber attacks, you just want to avoid these, pretty simple. For the buzz bomber attack, you always want to be up here in the top left. You just want to run around in a circle and just let them kill themselves. And you get away from the shadow and let them slam down onto the ground, and then you just mash the homing attack as soon as you're inside in the air. Alright, so next set of buzz bombers, top left. Wait a second and then I jump and then I homing attack the other two. And then the same laser and then buzz bomber circle attacks. I'm just going to avoid those. Stay in the top left here and I just run in a circle. And then I'm going to wait for Zavok to slam down, and I'm going to mash the homing attack as soon as I'm in the air. And now he doesn't have those Buzz Bomber cycle attacks anymore. Here you're just going to be avoiding his attacks. Killing these Buzz Bombers don't actually matter. You don't have to. I mean, I recommend it because they get in the way otherwise, but it's not necessary anymore. Slam down, just mash homing attack. Remember, don't get his shadow too close to the edge, otherwise you'll risk falling to your death. I'm just gonna kill these guys. It doesn't matter. Alright, and the last hit, gonna get away from the shadow. Homing attack. And there we go. That's the end of the fight. So 150.79 is a really good time. The best time that you'll want to get, especially during a run, is either a 148 or a 149, but that requires absolute mastery of the Buzz Bomber cycles. And you'll really want to just get that in line. That's the main thing to practice here. Jumping on the Buzz Bombers, you know how I mentioned, you can't actually hit them until their hitbox is active. So you want to practice the timing for that, because that's mainly what's going to get you to a 149 or a 148. But besides that, this is a very easy boss fight. It's pretty boring, honestly, so this should be one of the easier stages to learn in the run. But either way, that's it for versus Zavok, and I'll see you guys in the next video about Egg Gate.